Welcome students in the history class. Today we are going to continue our lesson number 3rd. In the previous video we have learned 3 wars between British and Marathas, and they defeated Maratha and they created their victory over Hindustan. These details we have learned in previous video. Today we are going to learn next point, that is Chhatrapati Pratap Singh. Although the Peshwaship came to an end, Chhatrapati Pratap Singh of Satara was still ruling. He was ruling this region. And Britishers signed a treaty with Chhatrapati Pratap Singh and appointed Grand Duff as an officer to assist him in the state affairs. So, these Britishers, they appointed their officers, and with the help of their officers, they tried to create their dominance in this region. So, Grand Duff as an officer to assist, appointed as an officer to assist to help Chhatrapati Pratap Singh in the state affairs. But later, the Chhatrapati was dethroned. Dethroned means just they removed this person, honorable, respectable person from this region, from the power, and exiled to Kashi. And just they banished to enter this Chhatrapati Pratap Singh in that region, and he went to Kashi. He died there in 1847. Rango Bapuji Gupte. Rango Bapuji Gupte, a loyal officer of Chhatrapati, fought the legal battle and went up to England, but his efforts were unsuccessful. So, after Chhatrapati Pratap Singh, just Rango Bapuji Gupte, he tried to fight with the Britishers, but his efforts were unsuccessful. And finally, later Lord Dalhousie rejected the adoption policy and in 1848 annexed the state of Satara. So, whatever this adoption policy was there, what is meant by adoption? Suppose any couple is there, and if they don't have their own child, then they can adopt a child from somebody else. So, such type of policy was there, adoption policy was there, but Lord Dalhousie, he rejected this policy, and finally in 1848 he annexed, he joined the state of Satara to the British rule. So, in this way, one by one, all the region captured by the Britishers. Slowly, they started to create their dominance in this Maratha rule. Now, next point, do you know? Now, we are learning the contribution of Chhatrapati Pratap Singh. Chhatrapati Pratap Singh made provision of water to the city. So, this is a very important work did by Chhatrapati Pratap Singh by building a water tank on the bank side of Yauteshwar temple and Mahadra in Satara. So, just he tried to provide this water facility to his subjects. Roads were built in the city. Different types of proper roads were built in the city. Trees were planted on both sides of the road. Schools were built for boys and girls for teaching Sanskrit, Marathi and English. Printing press was set up and many useful books were published. In 1827, Sabhaniti, a book on polity, was printed. It means now during his time period, just he gave more importance to the literature also. He built road from Satara to Mahabaleshwar to Pratapgarh, and the same road further extended to Mahad. It means such type of road facility created during his time period. Satara to Mahabaleshwar and to Pratapgarh. The same road further extended to Mahad. Chhatrapati Pratap Singh used to write personal daily diary. So, this was the contribution of Chhatrapati Pratap Singh. Such type of welfare activities were implemented by this great ruler, that is Chhatrapati Pratap Singh. So in this way, Britishers, they have created their control in our country. Now next point we are going to learn it, that is effects of the British rule on India. In various fields we can see there was a effect. So first we are learning, that is dual government. What is mean by dual government? Two parts of government. Previously all the authority was there in a single hand. Now Britishers, they try to divide this authority. That system is called as a dual government. So Robert Clive in 1765 introduced the dual government system in Bengal region. The company undertook the work of revenue collection, whereas the Nawab of Bengal had to maintain law and order. So these important work were divided between British and rulers. So first and most important work, that is revenue collection, taxes collection. So this important work was there in the hands of company. So the company undertook the work of revenue collection, and whereas the Nawab of Bengal, he had to maintain law and order in that region. So such type of division, such type of authority, just they divided among these British and Indian rulers. This system is called as a dual government. This was known as a dual government system. The ill effect of the dual government system could be seen after certain time of period. Slowly, it was good. Indian people, they were thinking that it's okay, whatever our burden was there, just we reduce. But it's not like this way. Slowly, now they were facing ill effects, bad effects of this British rule. Because through the revenue collection, money in the form of taxes went into the pockets of the company officers. All the wealth, everything, just it's looted by this company. And the monopoly of trade in India was given to East India Company. Monopoly means what? Control. Whatever trade and business was there, now this all trade and business, it was under the control of British East India Company. So hence many trading companies in England imbibed them. Imbibed them means many trading companies from England, just they started to imbibe, just they started to jealous towards this East India Company. So the working system of company in India received criticism. Now there was a criticism, just they started to find out the faults from this system. And just this, the working system of the company in India received criticism in England, and British Parliament introduced some important laws to keep control over the company. So now just they started to introduce some important laws to create control on this East India Company. Next one, parliamentary laws. According to the Regulating Act of 1773, the Bengal governor came to be known as the Governor General. So such type of changes they have done in the administration system. So this change was there according to Regulating Act of 1773. So this Bengal governor, Bengal governor came to be known as the Governor General. According to this act, Lord Warren Hastings became the Governor General of India, and he got the right to control the policies of Mumbai and Madras provinces. Now these two important regions, Mumbai and Madras, these two important regions were under the control of this Governor General of India. And a committee of 4 members was set up to assist him. Now 4 members committee was set up to assist, to help this Governor General. In 1784, Pitt's India Act. Now next act we are going to learn. So in 1784, Pitt's India Act was passed. The act provided for appointment of a permanent board of control for better regulating and management of affairs of the East India Company in India. So according to this Pitt's India Act, just they have appointed of a permanent board of control. Now they are going to control on the work on the administration of East India Company. So this board of control for better regulation and management of affairs of the East India Company in India. And now through this committee they started to create their control on this East India Company. In 1813, 1833 and 1853, new laws were passed by the parliament to make certain changes in the working of company. Now different types of laws met in the year 1813, 1833 and 1853. And according to these laws, just they have made certain changes in the working of the company, and in this way there evolved an indirect control of the British government on the administration of East India Company. It means indirectly Indian Parliament they created their dominance, their control on the government or on the administration of the East India Company. With the emergency of British rule, a new administrative system got developed in India, that is civil services, military, police force, judicial system became main pillars of the British administration in India. It means slowly they brought the changes in the administration system of this East India Company. So what type of changes were there and how they tried to rule our country, these all details we are going to learn it in the next video. Today we are going to stop here. Goodbye student.